Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back.
Yeah.
The U.S. Attorney's Office announcing charges against Eugene Henley Jr. Authorities say Henley is responsible for murder, drug, and human trafficking, also extortion and even COVID fraud. He's facing federal racketeering conspiracy charges. Prosecutors say Henley masquerades as a legitimate businessman and reformed gang member, often appearing on podcasts and media outlets. But it's a front for a wide-ranging criminal enterprise.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat.
10 of Henley's associates were arrested this morning, but he remains a fugitive. Henley's son, Dayon, plays linebacker for our LA Chargers.
Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the Rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts. All things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, Developing Options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities, and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year federal prison sentence. I want to thank our federal law enforcement partners, our state law enforcement partners who brought about the result here today. The Los Angeles Metropolitan Gang Task Force from the FBI. It's comprised of FBI agents, LAPD officers, IRS criminal investigation, the U.S. Department of Justice Inspector General's Office, Los Angeles Police Department, the North Las Vegas Police Department. This case is a great example of state and federal law enforcement working together to address harm from a criminal enterprise.
I'm not from this old funny world you from. I'm not from this world you from, bro. Okay. I don't go by these rules, homie. Okay. And I've been to jail. That don't threaten me, bro. Trust me. If I had a bad day, I'd have tested your jaw. And I done got my homegirl to test your jaw.
Okay, and
So
y'all
don't
gonna go to
talk.
jail,
Don't,
and you just
I'm not
said you've been before.
I ain't tripping on jail. I trip on respect.
Okay.
I'm willing to die behind mine, let alone go to jail.
I put that on my mama, on my hood.